The 100 Show, where we keep it 100. The 100 Show.
Welcome back to the 100 Show, where we keep it
100.
Hope you guys have been doing well. Sorry, we had a 1 week hiatus. We were gonna try to pre-record the episode, but man, it was a crazy week and a half. So much stuff happened. I had to be out of town. Trejo had to be out of town, and we just kind of had to be out of town at different times, so we couldn't really pre-record. And then I had a house sit for my in-laws and their 50,000 dogs. Feels like
For real.
I love all those dogs, but man, do they piss me off after a while. So much dog crap from those Doberman puppies, man. It's freaking nasty. And then like 2 of them had diarrhea. It's disgusting.
That is nasty.
And then puppy poop has that certain smell, like I said. It's nasty, bro. Nasty. But we're back from our 1 week hiatus. We'll try to plan ahead more next time so we don't have to miss weeks, hopefully. So hope you guys are doing good. Trey, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm waking up still.
Yeah.
Early morning. We shoot these early. Not really early, but on a Friday when both of us are off, I like to sleep in, but that's okay. It gets me up and doing stuff, but
This is worth it. This is always fun.
yeah,
So
this is a fun thing.
So whether you're watching this on Saturday morning, eating your breakfast, drinking your morning coffee, whatever, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're watching, you're probably asking why I'm dressed so nice all of a sudden. I'm wearing a dress shirt. I feel really weird wearing a dress shirt in here. Reason being is that this episode's going to be a little shorter than usual. I have to attend. Well, a friend of mine, she used to be. Well, she kind of still is my boss for my other job. Her father passed away, unfortunately, so we were asked to go be a part of that and be there for them. So I'm gonna go do that. So yeah, but we got a lot of stuff to get into today. Lots of stuff happened the past 2 weeks, starting with East Palestine, Ohio. Trey, what do you got on that, bro?
I don't got anything. Just kidding.
You don't got anything?
No. No, I've been like keeping up with it, and it's freaking crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
It is very scary.
It's Flint, Michigan 2.0.
Yeah, it is. Honestly.
I've seen some TikToks of like this lady was like pouring coffee creamer into her coffee, and when she did that, the coffee sizzled.
What the crap?
When she poured her creamer, I was like,
what?
"Don't drink that. Whatever you do not drink the coffee."
I saw a video. This dude was in like a river. And he was like, he had a stick and he was stirring up the bottom, and you could just see like this weird substance.
I actually have this clip pulled up right here. Let's check it out.
Look at it. It's all in the...
Bro, that's wild. You can literally see like all like the oils, like
yeah, it looks like oil and water.
Yeah, like seeping from the water. Like you could just see it. I just threw a rock and it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
That crap's wild, bro.
Yeah. Did it? So they burnt it themselves, right?
Yeah,
like
it was a
explode?
controlled burn. No, they had a controlled burn, and then the governor was like, "Oh, guys, everything's good. Everything's back to normal." No, it's not.
No, it had really dangerous chemicals, right?
It did. I think of like vinyl chloride. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, here's the one with the coffee, by the way. Let me show you guys the one with the coffee. Look at that! Oh my god! It just sizzles. Let's watch it again. Watch it again. Oh my god, bro! Like, guys, that's insane. Your coffee's not supposed to sizzle like it's Coca-Cola when you're putting coffee creamer in it. That is not good. That's how much chemicals is in the water. So whatever you do not drink the water. I'm trying to find this video that I saw yesterday. I don't know if it's real or not. I can't confirm nor deny it. The like the credibility of the video. If I can find it, but apparently there's like acid rain, like it was raining
Oh, I saw a post like
and
that.
it was like foaming up in the ground.
What the? So it had to be a lot because if it got in like the city's water storage,
Mm-hmm.
that means it had to travel far.
Yeah, I did. It's in the water freaking supply.
Because it's coming from the sink, right?
Yeah. I mean, that lady was using tap water for her
Yeah.
coffee, which I use tap water for coffee.
Yeah. So that is wild. It had to travel far, and
I can't.
it just seeped into the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was vinyl chloride.
Vinyl chloride.
Yeah.
What is vinyl chloride?
I have no idea.
Let's
Look
look
it
it up. We're gonna look up, guys, what vinyl chloride is,
I've-
and I'm not gonna look it up on Google because Google will for sure distort anything that I'm trying to look up on vinyl chloride. Let's see.
but
Vinyl.
weren't a lot of animals dying and like livestock and birds and all that stuff?
Really? They're all dying.
I think so. It was very like. Have you seen the pictures of it, like from like a distance? It looks like a nuke went off
Yeah.
with the
yeah.
fire, and
Yeah, there's like a big old mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
And
I saw a picture from like above the clouds.
Mhm.
It's like all cloudy, and then you see this big old black ring. It looks like the end of the world.
That's crazy.
It's scary.
So vinyl chloride is I don't know if I can say this, is an organochloride with the formula H2C equals CHCl. It is also called vinyl chloride monomer or chlorothene. Look, guys, when you can't pronounce that crap, and you can't pronounce all these
Probably not
chemicals
good
put
for you.
together, yeah, it's probably toxic. It's probably not good for it to enter your body.
This one says it can cause several types of cancers, including angiosarcoma, otherwise known as ASL, and other cancers. And there's some that can cause brain tumors as well.
Oh my goodness. So if you live in East Palestine, Ohio, for the love of God, do not drink the water at all. Please check the water. But from what I've seen, the supply is contaminated with whatever crap
Yeah.
was on those trains. Now, second of all, Joe Biden has not even bothered to touch on the subject of East Palestine or show up at the time of recording this episode. He's been in Ukraine, going up the stairs again, trying to show power to Russia that the U.S. is strong. No, he falls going up the stairs again.
Was that confirmed that was him falling?
What?
Joe Biden.
Yeah, I saw the video. I
Yeah.
haven't pulled up, but
Yeah.
he only fell once
Okay.
versus 3 times.
Yeah.
The other time for the infamous memes of Joe Biden falling going up the stairs is the only man who can fall going upstairs, apparently. Instead of worrying about the citizens of East Palestine, Ohio, his citizens that some probably voted for him that live in East Palestine that are having this water problem. He's too busy in Ukraine, giving them billions of our tax dollars to fund their war against Russia. And meanwhile, Trump did the smartest thing he could have ever done in a while. Here's the thing, Trump, he doesn't do a whole lot of smart things. He does a lot of things that get him in trouble. Excuse me. I don't want Trump to run for president again just because his mouth gets him in trouble. Honestly, I want Ron DeSantis to be the nominee. I think Ron DeSantis will run the table in 2024. That's a different topic for another time. But I still love Trump. I love the guy, and I love what he did this last couple of days. He really, 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 it was a very smart thing for him to do. Completely embarrassed the Biden administration, made him look like a bunch of idiots, made him look bad. So Trump actually went to East Palestine, Ohio, and brought tons of water. They're not government funded water. It's his out of his own money because he's freaking rich, so he can supply a whole town with water. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go down to East Palestine. I'm going to provide them with clean drinking water. That's exactly what he did. Completely embarrassed
Yeah.
the Biden administration.
Do you think he only did this because he's running again? Like, if he wasn't running at all or anything, do you think he would like care to go over there?
I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny. Honestly, to me, I feel like he would.
Yeah.
A lot of people, Trump gets a lot of crap, but he's just like this I can't talk, this rich, elitist man who just cares about himself. But I genuinely think that he cares about the common citizen. I think that's why he did so well in 2016, is that he was just so relatable. Even though he was a rich billionaire, he was still he gave the message to the American people that he was fighting for them. Like, he's like, I know you're tired of the establishment. I'm going to be your big giant middle finger
Yeah.
to the government and to these career politicians.
I
So
feel
that's
like
why I did so
he
well.
would do it. Like, even if he wasn't running, I feel like he would do it just in spite of like the Biden administration because they haven't done anything.
Yeah, he would do it just to embarrass him.
'Cause
And
that's kind of, I feel like that's the person he is. He just
he does.
likes to
Yeah,
embarrass them. And
yeah,
just
he
like,
likes to piss people off.
Yeah.
Which is what I love.
Make
Which is what I freaking love about him. That's one of the reasons. At first, I didn't like Donald Trump. To be honest with you, in 2016, when he said about they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're racist. I'm like, dude, you're messing it up. And then I really thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? He's not wrong. Me as a Hispanic, for those of you who don't know, I'm full-blown Hispanic. I am not white at all. I just look super white because I don't like going outside. But I'm full-blown Hispanic. My mom is an immigrant from Mexico. My dad was born in the U.S., but his parents, our grandparents from my dad's side, they're immigrants from Mexico as well. So they all came over here. So I'm full-blown Mexican, 100%, no white in me whatsoever.
Me too. I look very white, but
yeah.
I'm far removed. Like, I've had family like grow up in America already, so I'm not like as close to you as like your mom immigrating, but I'm full Hispanic.
We're still oppressed, quote unquote oppressed.
We're Latinx, actually. Get it right. We're Latinx. Come on.
That's the stupidest term I've ever heard in my freaking life. We're not going to get into that. But anyways, I have a couple of clips of Trump doing what Trump does. This is Trump at his finest, dude. This is just Trump at his, if Trump did this all the time and kept his mouth shut when he's supposed to, he would still be president of the United States, okay? That's all I got to say.
That is very accurate.
But here is a video of Mr. Trump at East Palestine.
Especially thank some of the incredible people that helped us, because we're bringing thousands of bottles of water, Trump water, actually, most of it. Some of it we had to go to a much lesser quality water. You want to get those Trump bottles, I think, more than anybody else. But we're bringing a lot of water, thousands of bottles, and we have it in trucks, and we brought some on my plane today.
Make America Great Again trucker hat.
To that end, I'm pleased to announce that we've helped coordinate the delivery of the water and bottled water, as well as the tractor trailers full of it. We have big tractor trailers full of water. I think you're going to have plenty of water for a long time, maybe. And I want to thank those of you that helped. John Rourke, who's fantastic, Blue Line Moving. Is John here? Hello, John. Good job. Got a lot of trucks coming up with water, right? That's true. You're a fantastic guy. Friend of my son, Don, who's also here. Don, good job. Did you get him to do that? I think so, huh? He does it on his own. Yeah, he does. He's fantastic. He helps. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it. Two Fellas Moving Company, and I want to thank the people within the Trump organization that helped us with all of the water. We got it from all of our different hotels, all of our different places, and it was great. They really came together. Also, I want to thank Sandy Pensler and his son, Jonathan Pensler, from Cortex in Michigan, for donating thousands of gallons of cleaning supplies. Thousands and thousands of gallons. Where are you guys? Where are they?
And then proceeds to tell the citizens of East Palestine that they're not forgotten, and that he's looking out for them, and that he decided to go while Joe Biden was in Ukraine. So
yeah, man, that is why would you not go and visit? Like, this is our own country, our own people. A lot of them probably voted for him, for Joe Biden. So it's wild that he hasn't showed up, or any of Has any of like his administration or
Now-
anything showed
Now,
up?
here's the funny part. Pete Buttigieg, who is the Secretary of Transportation, who is god awful, is not worth anything. The only reason why he got his job is because he likes penis in his mouth and likes taking penis up his butthole. So that's the only reason why Pete Buttigieg has that job, is because he's gay. Was asked multiple times, hey, when are you going to go to East Palestine? Oh, I'm not going to go just to do a photo op. I'm not, I'm going to go do, if we're going to go, we're going to go for action. And it's like, well, if you're going to go for cleanup, you're already 3 weeks freaking late. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know why you're going now. Well, here's the hilarious thing. The day after Trump went, Pete Buttigieg finally decides to show up to East Palestine and make an appearance.
Oh wow, that's the incentive. That's a great incentive.
If you're trying to not make your administration look bad or make it look worse after Donald Trump went there, you just did it by going the day after he went.
Yeah.
Because now you already know he made you look bad. He embarrassed your whole administration. Actually, he didn't just show up for a photo op. He actually went to East Palestine and brought supplies, which is water, which what it seems like from all the videos and articles that I've seen, the people of East Palestine are in desperate need of freaking water.
Oh yeah. All theirs is contaminated.
Yeah,
They're trying to get ASL or brain tumors.
make Pete Buttigieg drink that tap water.
Pull up Barack Obama.
Poor
in
Barack
Flint.
Obama, the Flint, Michigan, the. I'll show you an example. You're watching.
I need a glass of water.
Give me a glass of water. That's good, guys. That's good. That's good. The water's just fine. Bro, he literally did that. He literally did the whole. I got you. The water's good, bussin'.
He made a whole it kind of was mocking it,
Bro,
like his tone and everything. It kind of I saw the clip not too long ago, and it seemed like he was mocking him, or this just his attitude and everything towards it.
And it's just crazy. It's like, bro, we live in the best country in the world. We all say it's the greatest country in the world, and we're having problems like that. Those are third world country problems. Like, we should not be having those in the greatest country in the world. And now I feel terrible for third world countries that have problems that they sometimes can't even get clean water ever. Like, clean water is rare in some places of the world, and sad. But to be having that problem in the U.S. where we have all these resources and technology, it's like that. That is just neglect at that point. You're just neglecting the issue, and you're neglecting your own citizens if you are in an office.
I wonder if the response would have been different if it was like a majority black community or a trans community. I wonder if the response would have been different over there.
Maybe. And here's the thing: East Palestine, I think, is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think East Palestine is red. I think that area of Ohio is pretty red, and Ohio is pretty red in general. They've been red, whenever the Trump came along. That era, Ohio kind of went red. It used to be a battleground state like Florida. Not really so much anymore. Ohio is pretty bright red at this point, but even then, the governor is the governor there is a Republican. He needs to be doing a better job. He needs to be getting on that. JD Vance, there's a TikTok of JD Vance that I saw. JD Vance was also upset, kind of, throwing shame at the people that are in charge of the cleaning, of the cleaning efforts of East Palestine. It's like, the water's disgusting. Look at this. He gets a big old stick in the water and moves it around. He's like this is not good.
I think that's the one I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that one, and there's the one I showed is the people just tossing a rock in there, and then you just see the chemicals just seeping in the water. What's
crazy is East Palestine was a bad situation. It's terrible for the people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's an overall bigger problem because there's been a couple other derailments across the country, and there's been I feel like it's a little conspiracy theorist, but I feel like our like infrastructure and just our like the way we develop things, like our lumber and all that,
Hmm.
is under attack because there's been multiple derailments, which is very sus. And then there was a fire with our eggplant, the big old eggplant, not too long ago, a couple months ago, which is very coincidental because the price of eggs skyrocketed.
I think it's more expensive than beef at this point, is what I've heard.
It's crazy. And then, and just like I think I saw this week in Brooklyn, there's a huge lumber yard that caught on fire, which doesn't sound too crazy because it's lumber and it's very easy to catch on fire. But I feel like there's something happening in this country. Like there's like
There's been a lot of sussy stuff. All the balloons and
yeah.
derailments, and I don't know.
I feel like there's an overall like arching theme. Like, are we under attack or?
I'm not that big on tinfoil hat. I'm not that big on conspiracy.
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
Trail loves it. I don't know. It's sussy, man. It's sussy.
Yeah.
Like derailment. If there's a lot of derailments of trains and things like that, then obviously there's problems with our infrastructure that we need to look into.
Yeah.
Our infrastructure is not good. Actually, our infrastructure is not good at all. Our infrastructure for the country that we are, our infrastructure should not be how it is. We need to do a better job. There is so many countries around the world that their infrastructure is, incredible. You go to places like Qatar. I've been to Qatar before. That's probably the best infrastructure I've seen with my own eyes. I've never been to places like Dubai or anything like that, or Japan, which I desire to go visit. I desire to go visit Japan in the near future. But places like that, their infrastructure and how clean their cities are and how well up to date their equipment is just they for sure surpass us in those areas. And we as a country need to be doing a better job. And our elected officials, whether Democrat or Republican, I'll call out either side. You guys need to be doing a better job of getting this getting our infrastructure up to date. With our transportation and everything. Pete Buttigieg. Like I said, he only has his job because he's a gay man. For diversity purposes, not because you're qualified. It's sad that we live in that society now that it doesn't matter if you're qualified to do your job. It doesn't matter if you don't have the skills. But now it's based on prejudice. Now we have prejudice when it comes to hiring people, and the prejudice ends up being what the left likes. If you do not fall within the parameters of what the left likes, you're not getting a job.
Didn't Joe Biden like? Who was he like searching for? I don't know. He said like he was looking for like a new position or whatever. And he's like, I'm not gonna do it unless it's a woman and she's black.
Yeah.
What was that for?
That was Supreme Court. That was Kentucky Brown Jackson. Yeah, can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that doesn't sound racist, I don't know what is.
That's racist. You're literally saying I'm not going to hire anybody else unless it's sexist and racist. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not going to hire anybody else unless she's black and she's a woman.
That's crazy, bro. What? What are they saying?
I'm like, are you serious? Like that? You telling me that's not racist? Like that is super racist. I feel like that's racist towards me. What if we have a freaking Hispanic Latino that is 10 times more qualified than Kentucky Brown Jackson, and they don't get to be on the Supreme Court because they're Latino, not black.
But that's why
racist.
Our government and everything is in shambles now because they're going based off outer looks instead of who can do a good job and who's competent.
If the competent person ends up being a white person, I don't give a crap as long as they do a good job. I don't give a crap.
That should be like the bottom.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. You are competent and you're good at your job, then you should be the one hired, not based off your skin or your sexuality. It's freaking crazy. Like, what would the punishment be if like a normal like somebody owns like a restaurant, the employer is like, I'm not gonna hire you because you're white and we have too much white people. I'm looking for somebody black. Is that an issue?
Yes, that's a freaking issue. Like, are you kidding me? What if the person's qualified?
That's discrimination, right?
That is discrimination.
That's
You're
illegal.
discriminating because they're white, and the people that say there's no racism does not exist against white people. What?
It's a race, isn't it?
Do you not know the definition of race? The definition of racism is one race believes they are superior to another. So right now you're saying that my other races are superior towards white people. That is racist. And that's coming from, I'm a minority. I'm a Latino. That's racist.
Bro, have you seen those videos of like the white people bowing down to like the black people and
No.
like their jobs.
What?
Yes,
Are
I saw
you
one yesterday.
freaking kidding me?
1 second, let's pause this. All right, we had to pause, but back to that. So I saw this video. I saw it yesterday. It was at I don't know what company it was, but it was at like just this random job company. But it was this
Bought
big
Coca-Cola.
something, yeah, some woke company,
Disney.
yeah. But I wouldn't put it past them. But this like big group of white people are bowing down, and this one dude's in the front. He's saying like a prayer to this like 10 black employees are just standing there. This one lady's like crying, like sobbing.
Oh, what, the white lady?
No, this black lady that's like, she's just standing there sobbing. She's in front of everybody, and this dude's just like, he's like, I don't know if he's saying a prayer to God or to them. He's like, yeah, it was wild, bro. I've seen two videos like that already. It is crazy.
What?
Yeah.
We're expecting white people to worship black people now?
Because of like reparations and because they've been oppressed for many years, and America's systematically racist, that these white people need to, pay their respects, pay their
Do you
dues.
hear me complaining to everybody that Hispanics were working on the fields back in the days? That white I should get like I should get a check from those white people because my family probably worked in the fields, or ancestors of mine. I don't know.
No, I don't think you hear any
No,
Mexican
no, you don't.
Mexican Americans saying that. That's crazy, bro.
Enough about the issue of race before I really get upset. But this week has also been a victorious week in the state of Tennessee. They came up with this bill to ban gender-affirming care, gender mutilation of minors. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus, that was passed. Of course, all the groomers and LGBT pedophiles are all foaming at the mouth, screaming and crying. I can't teach my sexual gratitude to children. I can't.
Yeah. I think that's a big win.
Yeah, that's a huge
huge
one.
win for
Yeah.
the children and parents.
Mm-hmm.
Parents especially, because these schools are becoming like communist labor, like concentration camps.
Teachers are not. They're not teaching anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of teachers are now they're working as activists. I wanted to be a teacher when I first started college, but then I ended up realizing I didn't want to anymore because I wouldn't last very long in the system. I'd be fired. I couldn't. I would be speaking out left and right. I'd probably be fired or whatever. And with HB 7 coming around in New Mexico, it's like no, I'm not gonna be about that. So
yeah, they're using these schools to like just teach your kids their ideologies and what this group of people believe, regardless of what the parents think. Like, oh, you should trust us. We're educated. We're professionals. We know what we're talking about with your kid. You stay back and we'll do it. But no, like, that's their kid. They gave birth to him.
It's not. When I send my child to school, I don't have any kids yet, but me and Carmen have discussed this. Me and my wife, we discussed: are we going to send our kids to public school, or are we going to homeschool them, or are we going to send them to a Christian school? Because when I send my kid to school, I'm sending them to a teacher to teach them how to read, how to write, how to do math, all the basic stuff for them to become a person that is useful in society and be able to fend for themselves. That's the reason why I send them to school. Not for you to shove down their throat your gender ideology, your political ideology. That is none of your freaking business. I will explain politics. I will explain that stuff. Religion. I will explain that stuff to my child because that is my child. They're living under my house, and that is my family. That is none of your business. Is keep your freaking nose out of there. And I'm so sick and tired of this freaking of Democrats wanting to tell parents that they know better for their child, that they're gonna teach them and indoctrinate them with beliefs and their values. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. I will teach my kid that America is the greatest country in the world. Yes, America's made mistakes or whatever. That not every country is perfect. Everybody's has made the mistakes. Yes, has America been racist in the past? Yes, I'll admit it. Yes, when in the '60s and '50s with the whole civil rights movement, yes, America was racist. Fun fact: a lot of those racists were Democrats. In case you didn't know.
KKK.
KKK. That's why the term Dixiecrat was a thing, because racist Democrats.
They haven't changed a thing though. They're still racist.
Yeah, just look at it now. They're still racist
Yeah.
now. But I'm so sick and tired of the freaking government and the school board systems trying to put all this political indoctrination. You're not there to indoctrinate children. You're there to teach them the basics of writing, reading, math, science. True science, by the way, not Fauci science. Man, this stuff just gets me heated. Like, you're coming after the children now.
Yeah.
Like, you want the children to, again, to justify and accept your way of life. It's disgusting. And if you're a teacher and you're doing that crap, like, your degree should be revoked. You should not have a degree. You should not be in there at all. You should quit your job. You should be fired immediately if you have a Black Lives Matter flag or any type of a thing in your classroom that hints toward your belief or political ideology.
Yeah. But then I've seen the argument of, like, if you can have, like, your 10 commandments in the classroom, why can't they have their flag? But I feel like it's like a
To me, it's like you shouldn't just have either.
yeah,
None of it.
yeah, it's a
none of
good
it.
argument. Like, you shouldn't really, because I mean, obviously they wanted to separate church and state, which
Mhm.
the church is respecting it maybe a little too much.
Yeah, the church always ends
Yeah.
up respected more than
Yeah.
than the left does.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, you shouldn't really have any, even though, what the 10 Commandments is overall good for people, and it teaches be kind to your neighbors and everything. But, like, it's crazy, bro. It's straight indoctrination, and it's a concentration camp. I'm gonna say it.
Do you have the article from the Tennessee law?
I do have it. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. This is from the Tennessean. Is that Tennessee's newspaper?
I think so.
Okay. All right. It says Tennessee House Republicans on Thursday overwhelmingly passed a ban on gender transition health care for minors, which will require transgender children to end their current medical treatment by March 2024. The bill prohibits children from receiving puberty blockers, hormone therapies, or surgical procedures. People who receive the treatment as minors would also be able to sue parents, guardians, and physicians for authorizing the care under a statute of limitations under the legislation. Bill sponsors initially included language to categorize parents seeking such treatments for their kids as abuse or neglect, but that section was later stripped from the bill as it made its way through the committees. If it becomes law, the bill would officially take effect this summer and give existing patients until March 31st, 2024 to cease treatment, a timeline House Democrats have argued could medically harm patients. This bill will soon be sent to Governor Bill Lee's desk, which kicks off a 10-day countdown, not including Sundays, for Lee to sign it into law. Yeah, it's about it.
Praise God. Praise God. Oh, it's going to harm patients. How? How is it going to harm patients? How is it keeping a children from cutting their freaking penis off harmful? How is that harmful? Mutilating themselves. How is banning mutilation of children going to be harmful? It's going to be harmful to their mental health. Oh my God. They're going to want to kill themselves when they're older. They're going to want to kill themselves when they're older because they freaking made a terrible mistake.
Yeah. Remember that South Park clip I showed you?
Oh, yeah.
It was like 20 years ago. I feel like I don't know, but it was an old clip, and they're making fun of, like, the trans community and the abortion community. It was like the perfect clip, bro. It was
We
so
need to
funny.
find it. We need to find it. But
It was a great clip.
just like it's gonna harm patients, and the reason they say it's gonna harm patients. Sorry, I got some my gosh. The reason why they say that it's gonna harm patients is that it's gonna affect their mental health. They're gonna want to commit suicide. I'm like, yeah, they are, because they're gonna make a terrible mistake when they're super young, and when they get older, they're like, why the hell did I do this to myself? It's not reversible. I don't. The left will lie to you. Oh, it's completely reversible. Cutting off your penis, removing your breasts, taking out your ovaries and stuff. That is not reversible.
Mm-mm.
They took out ovaries, right? Before I sound stupid. Remove your ovaries or whatever, uterus.
I mean, I'm sure you can, yeah.
I think they remove all that stuff in the gender mutilation process.
Yeah.
You're removing your ability to reproduce.
Yeah.
That is harmful to society.
It is.
Look at China. Their demographics so freaking old because they've limited how much their citizens can reproduce.
Yeah.
That's an example of the troubles you can run into. Now, we might not be running into the trouble. We don't have that law into place in America. Thank God that you're only limited to one child. But you keep having all this gender mutilation of all these children. Well, they can't reproduce. It ends up being the same thing. Those are the dangers that you run into. Not only that, but it's even more harmful to their health because they have completely modified their body in a way that's not supposed to be modified. I got a clip here of apparently woke educators banning urinals to make transgendered students more comfortable. Let's check it out.
Students staging a walkout Friday in response to the school board's bathroom restrictions that limit the number of students who can use the facilities to the number of stalls available.
Nobody asked for this. Nobody but the few parents who complained to the school board asked for this.
The board voted on the measure on Monday after a proposal was brought forth that would change the district's bathroom policy, which allows students to use whichever bathroom aligns with their gender identity. The proposal would require students to use the bathroom associated with their biological sex, male or female. While students agreed they do not like the current bathroom restrictions,
We're all a high school, and the fact that you see this many people out here right now ready to kind of stand against the school board just kind of signifies that.
some have different opinions about what should be done to address the larger issue.
As a female, I don't think that it's safe to have males in our bathroom. This is creating just a complex system of inequality within our LGBTQ plus students.
Teachers, parents, and administrators tell News 9 they're happy students were able to come together peacefully.
I'm proud of our students. I really am.
This is what gets the attention needed to make a decision that's best for everybody.
And I've reached out to every board.
Yeah.
Speechless, bro.
At a high school, you have that going on. Banning urinals to make trans kids more comfortable.
I wonder what the percentage of trans people are in that school.
Um,
It's already very low, just in like the U.S. Just
I don't know. I mean,
Population.
I think I heard a statistic. I think it's Ben Shapiro. I think they said like 20% of this current generation considers himself to be LGBTQ.
Yeah,
Or be associated with that.
I believe that.
I mean,
believe
it's
it.
gotten higher for sure. It's
Yeah.
skyrocketed. I don't know what the percentage it is in average high schools. I'd have to look that up. But it's still it's still a very small minority.
Yeah.
It's not a majority of the school.
Is it that much to make that crazy decision though?
No, it's not. It's the same thing with anything that LGBTQ cries for. It's only a certain group of people,
Yeah.
and they're trying to force entire companies and corporations to abide by what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And that clip of that student, she says, I don't think it's okay for a biological male to be in the same bathroom as us. Yeah. Hell yeah, it's not okay.
Especially at the high school level, like
Bro, I'm
16-year-olds to like 17, 18.
you know how many
Those are the horniest kids ever.
You know how many dudes will identify as a girl just to be able to go in there? Like, are you stupid?
And they'll
Like,
let them.
how stupid can the left be? Like, do you have a brain in your freaking skull, dude?
That's so crazy.
Like, or how stupid do you have to be, like, to realize that it's not okay to have a male walk in after a female in the same bathroom? Let me tell you this right now. If I have anybody that I care about, and especially my wife, goes in to a freaking female bathroom, and I see a male, I don't care. I don't care if it's a male, and he dresses like a freaking female, and he's in there, and I could tell it's a trans. What is it? Would he be a trans female? If it's a biological male trying to identify as
Trans
female?
woman, yeah.
Trans woman. If I see a trans woman walk into the bathroom right after my wife, you better best believe I'm gonna drag him out by his freaking ear, and I'm gonna beat the living hell out of him. I don't give a crap. You can charge me with assault all you want. That will not happen under my watch ever. No.
That's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of creeps out there, so you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, there's a lot of creeps. There's that. I think it was in Georgia, and this is what shifted the governor's race with Glenn. Was it Glenn Youngkin that won the governor's race because of that big O story that happened of that dad that was super upset that his daughter got raped in the bathroom by a trans female student.
Yeah. What? I did not hear about that.
Yeah, it was a huge story. Like that, there was such a big enough story that it shifted the governor's race in Georgia.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
I think it was Georgia. I'm pretty sure, or Virginia.
I wonder if there's a lot of like cases that just don't get reported because it goes against the narrative. I wonder how much cases there really are.
Well, I think it was Virginia. It wasn't Georgia. Sorry, I might have. I sound. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna get the facts straight because I don't want to sound like I'm dumb. Let's see. Let's look that up. Glenn Youngkin. Come on.
So I was looking up like population.
Virginia. It is Virginia. Sorry, not Georgia. The governor's race in Virginia. Go ahead.
I was looking up population growth in like the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone down quite significantly from 2010 to 2020. There's been like a 0.12% growth in our population since 2010.
Just a 0.12% growth?
Yeah.
Dang.
Which is, I'm looking at this chart, which is very small compared to like 49 to 50 is like the boomers.
Mm-hmm. Baby boomers.
Yeah, the baby boomers. Could be because of, like recently because of COVID, but still like the way that America's going, yeah, the LGBTQ movement, and then I feel like, yeah, them especially. I feel like a little bit of the feminist because, they just they focus on their careers and stuff, but yeah, America's in a population decline.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to reproduce. They don't want to have kids. They want to cut off their reproductive organs and mutilate them. So, I mean, they can't reproduce because it's obviously not reversible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, Glenn Youngkin, Georgia, that was such a huge story that shifted. And then the dad, they try to paint him as a domestic terrorist. Like, I'd be pissed. Like, I'm like, bring me that freaking I would be freaking livid. I'm gonna fight somebody. Someone's gonna get punched in the mouth. I don't care who it is. Somebody's gonna get punched in the mouth for that. I would be livid if I was him. And then he's like, domestic terrorist, bro. His daughter got raped in the bathroom by a trans female. Like, does that not piss you off?
They praise what's wrong and they condemn what's good.
They're like, oh, he's inciting violence against LGBT. What about the violent crime committed on his daughter? That's not a violent crime.
It's actually a violent crime.
Yeah, it actually is a violent crime. What the hell? Like, stupid. I got a couple more clips before we got to end here pretty soon. I have to leave. I know. I wish we could talk a little more, but next episode for sure. I think next episode we're going to talk about college and the institution and how it's become a waste of freaking time.
We will have a special guest.
We will have a special guest for the first time. Hopefully he can make it. We're going to reach out to him and make sure that he can be here. But he's going to have a lot of insight on that. We're going to have a great time next week. It'll be a pretty lengthy episode too.
Yeah.
So I got this last clip. This is state senator asks trans doctor if they have a penis. This is hilarious video, dude. This is freaking funny.
I trans female. Yes, ma'am, sir.
Do you have a penis? Are you telling us that you're unfamiliar with the large body of medical evidence of the harm that has come upon people that have gone through these processes?
I'm familiar with a large body of evidence that shows that providing good affirming care saves lives.
Are you unaware of that body of evidence?
I will repeat what I just said.
Are you unaware of that
I will
body of
repeat
evidence?
what I just said.
Do you have a penis?
That's
You're the one that brought that into the discussion.
I
You're the one that
never
brought that
said
in.
anything about genitalia.
Oh, it has everything to do with genitalia.
I don't know what my rights are right now.
Audience, if you want to stay in here,
I don't know what my rights are, but that question was
Ma'am, you don't
highly
have to-
inappropriate.
you do not have to answer any question. If you're through, we'll dismiss you.
I'm not through with questions, but I'm not going to answer that question. That's
Okay.
highly inappropriate.
It has nothing to do with genitalia. It has everything to do with genitalia. We're talking about gender mutilation. It has everything to do with genitalia. Gender mutilation involves genitalia. Whether you cut your penis off or whether you mutilate your vagina.
It's all genitalia.
Like, what are you talking about? Do you have a penis? And it's highly inappropriate. Like,
No, how?
you have a penis because you have a penis. Guess what? If you had a penis from birth,
Yeah.
you are a
What were they
biological
like
male.
talking about? Like, what was the whole thing about?
I think they're talking about there was a whole gender affirming healthcare. They were talking about the gender affirming healthcare, and the senator just happened to ask her, do you have a penis?
Yeah. Do you have a penis?
She's like, this is not about genitalia. It has everything to do with genitalia.
Yeah.
We're talking about gender mutilation here. Mutilation, what do you think you mutilate? You mutilate your genitalia.
You know, mutilate your fingers.
Yeah, you're not mutilating your eyes. I didn't mutilate my eyes to become female.
No.
I mean, if you really want to become female, you have to mutilate your whole bone structure.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get like a shrink down or do something with your hips,
Your shoulders.
your shoulders, your whole bone structure is gonna have to change. You're gonna be looking like a Barbie doll.
You had to get plastic surgery on your face, everything, because you can still tell when somebody is a when you have a trans woman who is biologically a male, you can still tell that they were born male. Look at people like Dylan Mulvaney.
Clearly a man.
Clearly a man.
It's crazy how like we're designed just to like we can spot just by off the bone structure and how somebody is like, oh, that's a female. Or that's
Bro,
a male.
when you look at clothes,
Yeah.
woman to male, the shirts are made differently for a reason.
Because they're a lot smaller, they're a lot more petite.
Yes, and even like the way the shoulder, you can tell like the way the shoulders are like the way that the shoulders are like made in shirts for
Even
female.
pants don't have that extra space for the guys, for their junk. Like they don't know how to worry about that.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
it's clearly
made for that reason, because male and female have different type of body structure.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you cut off your penis and you mutilate your vagina.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whatever gender you have, you have a penis, you're a male to the day you die. Don't matter if you cut that thing off. When people are rapists are castrated, you can still tell they're a male.
Yeah.
They might not. Their penis might be cut off,
Yeah.
but
Especially after puberty, because they get all the testosterone and the hormones that comes after puberty. That really defines like the male attributes.
and hormone imbalance. You're creating a hormone imbalance.
Yeah.
When that is happening, your hormones are not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
And hormone imbalances are super dangerous.
Yeah.
Can cause cancers, weight gain really bad, your ability to lose weight or whatever.
Yeah. I've seen really like bad acne.
Or bad acne, like
It's
hormones, hormone imbalance. Your hormones, and if you're a male, your hormones are supposed to be a certain way. If you're a female, your hormones are different.
Yeah.
And
That's how we're designed. We're designed to have a certain amount of hormones in males' bodies, and females are designed to have their certain amount of hormones and different kinds.
Yeah.
But when you start mixing that, you're gonna get a bunch of problems and mental problems, physical problems.
It's not good.
Goes through the roof.
All right, guys. Well, we're running out of time. This is pretty much all the time that we have for today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for our 1 week hiatus. We'll plan that better as we go along. But please follow our TikTok. Let me look at our TikTok username. I keep forgetting what it is. But please follow our TikTok. We need to post some videos.
Yes.
We are going to this
We'll have
week
some
for sure.
posted the week following the episode.
Yes. we
So
will for
Saturday
sure.
it'll release. That following week we'll get TikToks. And yeah.
All right. Follow the one. It is at the 100 Show USA. At the 100 Show USA on TikTok. We're gonna have multiple clips on there. Share them with your friends. We'll make you laugh.
Follow our YouTube. You can watch this
Yes.
on YouTube. Check us on Spotify, iTunes,
We're trying-
Amazon Music.
Yeah. Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can get video uploaded on Spotify. So we'll try that too. So,
Yeah.
but thank you guys so much for watching. And this is the place where we keep it.
100. Yeah, have a good rest of y'all's week.
The 100 Show, where we